Hey, what's up, y'all? So I was going to make a video on here on my computer and use like a photo editing software. I was going to like fully edit it and everything. But to be honest, I just don't really friggin' feel like spending like over $100 just to make probably like maybe one or two videos. Like it's just not really my price range, especially near the holidays. I'm not doing it. So anyway, if you want to know how to get pregnant with PCOS. And for anyone who doesn't know what PCOS is, it's polycystic ovarian syndrome. It means you have cysts on your ovaries. You experience a lot of like annoying symptoms. I'm not even going to get into the PCOS stuff because it's like, if you're watching this, you know what PCOS is. You have it, you experience it. I'm sure you've like Googled the symptoms and you're like, yep, I have it. But I want to get pregnant, so how am I going to do that? So, yeah, there's a lot more than just having sex. Yeah, there's a lot more to it when you have PCOS. You know, not everyone gets pregnant like right off the hop when they're trying, even without PCOS. But when you have PCOS, oh my gosh, it just makes everything that much more complicated. And so I'm just gonna like go off the list of things that I wrote down to kind of like help other people, because like this has been honestly like years of like my own personal research. PCOS is kind of more of a new thing that people are, for one, more people are experiencing it more than they ever have in their past, due to the things that we like, the food that we eat and like the toxins that we're exposed to every day. Like, you know, there's toxins like now that we have that, you know, weren't a thing back then. And so, yeah, like luckily there's more research on this topic, but like, see, I'm just doing this video, like, I don't have a script or anything. I'm just like thinking of what to say on the spot, so like bear with me if hopefully this video won't be too lengthy. So yeah, so this has been something that I have had to look into myself over the years. So I went through looking at things online, Reddit, I've watched other people's videos on YouTube, I've read dozens of books, and these books are honestly quite expensive. Gosh, any book that you're reading that is actually going to help your health is very expensive, actually. And so, yeah, maybe these are things that people have like figured out over time, like, and they didn't have to go and like do this much research, like have to get this much research. But anyway, okay, let's get right into it now. So the things that I've done, like, and I've broken it down into like a few different topics. So there's diet, your mindset, positions, products that you should be using and not using, exercises, lifestyle changes, so on. So we're going to start with diet. With your diet, you have to think about something here. If you're overweight, you do need to start losing weight. So with diet, I went crazy with it. I spent a lot of money on this. I went and bought everything organic, everything. And honestly, I think I bought things that I thought that were like organic, but they didn't even need to be like organic, because they're like organic already are on their own. Like not everything needs to be organic, but anyway, do the best you can, and like within your budget, obviously. So like, just try not to buy like GMO foods. Don't get fast food. God, like, I don't even have to get into that. I think everybody knows fast food is not good for you, especially if you're having issues with your hormones. The last thing you want to do is go and buy foods that are going to screw up your hormones. You're struggling with you're having a hormonal imbalance. You have too much estrogen, testosterone in your body. you have to regulate your hormones by not introducing foods, things that are going to screw up your hormones, right? So yeah, no fast food. I mean, if you go and get like something once in a while, like, you know, oh, I haven't had Tim's in like a freaking week, just do it. Like, whatever. It's not going to screw up everything. We're talking like, don't be going and buying fast food every single day. This includes like, you know, a breakfast sandwich at Tim's, even a French vanilla that has dairy in it. Like, we're going to talk about dairy. Dairy is so bad for PCOS. It is like the freaking enemy of PCOS. It is so bad for your hormones. So no dairy, or like very, very limited, like very limited. So having said that, I'll talk about things that you can have instead, because like nothing's worse than having a video that's like, don't do this, don't do that, but then like they don't talk about the things that you can have that are actually good for you. So we'll get into that later. So yeah, buy everything organic, limit meat like crazy, absolutely no fast food, or like, you know, do what you can. No dairy, and limiting sugar as much as possible. Sugar is a drug, my friends. It is so addictive and it's so bad for you. And like, it's crazy how much sugar that we consume every day. Like, it's so not good for you. And like, I think sugar should just be like classified as a drug, because it's a friggin' drug. Anyway, so yeah, diet. And so yeah, so what can I have? For beverages, I suggest having kale. So like, when I was trying to get pregnant and trying to like lose weight, I would make a kale smoothie. In the kale smoothie, you're gonna want to have a cup of kale, like chopped up kale. Take off like the I can't think of it right now. Blueberries. So you want a cup of blueberry, couple of kale, the stems. Take off the stems. Take off the stems. So kale, blueberry. You want water. I don't measure the water. Like, after a while, it's just like, it doesn't, just toss a bunch of water in there. You want to make it kind of like a juice. It's not really like a smoothie. It's more of like a kale juice. So kale, blueberry. Alrighty, so yeah, I just had to delete like over 100 photos just to make this video, because I have way too many freaking videos and pictures on my phone. So anyways, alright, moving on. So along with the beverages, we could also do peppermint teas, spearmint teas, black teas that don't have sugar and they don't have milk in it, just teas. These are nice in the evening, especially for you to help kind of wind down at the end of the day. They're really good for you. Like, some of these teas that you can get, I didn't list the teas that I used to take, so maybe I'll just like make another video if this video does well or something. I could like get into all the different teas that like you can have that are great for PCOS, or you could like look them up yourself. I don't know. So yeah, the kale juice, not really a smoothie. The teas, and then especially you're going to want to drink with water, or you can put it in your tea with myo-inositol. That's a supplement, so we're getting into supplements, I guess, but myo-inositol is the best thing you could ever take when you have PCOS. This stuff is a miracle worker. Like, it's awesome. Look it up. Myo-inositol. You're gonna want to take that to honestly, I ended up doing it like 3 times a day, every day. It says on like some of the containers may only say like once or maybe twice, but I did it like 3 times a day. This helps like regulate your hormones. It will help you get your period back, but give it like maybe a month or two for it to work. It didn't work for me the first month, but I just was consistent with it, kept taking it, and it did work for me. So definitely take it, and you will notice the difference. Like if you take it and then you don't take it for a while, you will not feel good again. Like this stuff is so good for you. So supplements, what did I write? Where's supplements? Okay, yeah, so minoxidil, Vitex, and you can try ashwagandha. Ashwagandha, I think, is actually kind of mainly more for men. I didn't really take this myself. Ashwagandha was like recommended like more than a few times in these PCOS books, but like I just felt like it didn't really do much for me personally. And then when I was looking into ashwagandha even more, it was actually saying that this is kind of better for men. So if men out there, you don't have PCOS, but you have hormonal like issues, ashwagandha apparently is great for men. So now we'll get into spices. You can have cumin. Cumin is great for when you're trying to get a period. And then I have cinnamon. And make sure you do get organic cinnamon. This is like one of those things that you do want to get organic. Like there's some of the grocery stores will say like organic cinnamon, and it's not. Like it's not. You might have to go, like some grocery store have like the actual organic section, and then you have to go in there. Like Zayre's is great for that. Or you can go to like Goodness Me if you have that in your country. Go to Goodness Me, like somewhere that is specialized in selling organic foods, and then buy their organic cinnamon. Like I don't know why, but cinnamon is like a freaking trick. Like they really try and like sell the organic cinnamon, but it's not. And whatever. So that's cinnamon, cumin, and then you can find other like spices that are great for you too. Okay, lifestyle changes. So lifestyle changes that I've made is changing out the tampons from like Always or what are the other, I can't think of the other brands right now of tampons and pads and stuff, but basically you want to use the ones that don't have perfume in them. Some of them are even bleached. Like that's pretty bad for you when you're having hormonal issues. Yeah. Don't be using like tampons that have bleach in them and perfume and all that. You just want a basic tampon that's got nothing in it. Like, why do we need all that shit in it? Like, you just need regular tampons, right? You don't need anything that's going to mess up your hormones even more. So, that. And then, don't be using, like, again, with the perfume, you don't want to be using, like, Febreze and air fresheners and stuff like that. The best thing you can do if you really are wanting something that smells nice in your house is to get a diffuser and then just use essential oils. Careful on which essential oils that you use. You want to look into those, make sure that they're, like, natural. And then, we're talking about products, like, switching out your products that you use every day for, your hygiene, for cleaning, stuff like that. For cleaning, for dusting, you can use vinegar and water with a little bit of essential oil. For your floors, you can use like a non-toxic dish soap. Just use a little bit of dish soap and then use essential oil. Depending on the floors that you have, like I know not every like type of floor can like handle like dish soap and water. Like not every floor can use water because it screws it up and whatever. But you can get like non-toxic, even like toilet bowl cleaner. I think I might have to make another video just on cleaning stuff because I am a cleaner. So I mean, if you need a cleaner, let me know because like that's what I do for a living. So like if you want another video on like cleaning supplies that are non-toxic and aren't going to screw up your hormones, so let me know. Yeah, okay, anyway, going on. Okay, so switching your products, using non-toxic, feminine products, hygiene, cleaning, even your dish soap, not your dish soap, your laundry detergent, you're going to want to find laundry detergent that is non-toxic also. So finding better products is a great thing to do. So it's not just your diet, it's also your food. You need supplements, and you do need to exercise. Like, you don't need to exercise like crazy. You don't need to go to the gym every single day. You don't need to be a bodybuilder all of a sudden, okay? Like, you just need to go on the treadmill maybe like a few times a week, or make a habit of going for a walk every day, or cleaning. Cleaning is honestly great exercise. Like, if you're just a stay-at-home mom or something, just clean your home. Go crazy. Go declutter. Go do this. Just do something for at least half an hour to an hour every day. Do that. But I promise you, your changes in your diet, going hardcore with your diet is going to make you lose weight. Just even doing the things that you do every single day, you're going to lose a ton of weight just from literally changing your diet. Like, you would be surprised. And along with the beverages, drink a ton of water. Make sure you drink a shit ton of water, like, every day. And you can get toxicity from, like, drinking too much water. You can get sick from that too. But I would say most people don't drink enough water every day, so I doubt you'll get to that level. But yeah, just drink your water. And getting into, like, see, I just have scribble notes. Like, this is such a disaster, so, like, bear with me. Okay, we're gonna talk about sex positions. Yeah, sex positions. Okay, so yeah, it's basically, you want to make sure when you're having sex that the sperm is getting to where it needs to get to. You know what I mean? So sometimes that can mean, and I'm sorry for my family if they're watching this video, it might mean standing upside down, doing a little handstand after sex. Enough said. You get the point. You gotta make sure that the sperm is getting to where it needs to get to. You know, don't go to the washroom and wipe yourself off immediately after. You're gonna want to make sure that you're resting after sex, making sure that it is getting to where you want to get to. Don't, like, and when you lay down, making sure that you prop your legs up. I think I prop my legs upward to make sure that it would stay in. We're talking about, like, these are people that want to get pregnant with PCOS. They have tried for years and years and years, and might even go and spend. Hey, y'all, I kind of forgot to add this, but, like, one thing that you're gonna want to do is to not stress too much on getting pregnant. So, like, definitely do these things that I'm suggesting to do, like, you know, if you want to, you know, but don't stress about them. It's crazy how much stress can do on your body. It's crazy. So, having said that, I would definitely recommend having baths with Epsom salts, like, more than a couple times a week. You should, and I didn't have baths all the time back then, but now I just know how important it is to make sure that you're relaxing. So, like, taking those teas in the evening, caffeine-free teas, no sugar, no milk, nothing. Have a tea, have a bath, calm your mind, write down things that happened during the day, talk to somebody. You know, if that's your husband or a friend or someone, you should be talking to someone. Talk to someone every day, because, you know what, trying to get pregnant is such, like, honestly, I'm gonna tear up, but trying to get pregnant is such a stressful thing when you have PCOS, when you have infertility, right? Seeing your friends, you know, get pregnant, get married, like, they're living the life that you want. It's so stressful. So, like, make sure that you are taking care of your mental health. Yes, your physical, lose weight, blah, 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 all the things I've said, but make sure you're taking care of you. Make sure you go and buy something that you want to buy. You got your paycheck, yeah, you got your bills to pay, but you pay you first. You do things that you need to do for you, because that's what's going to count. See, like when I was like, you know what, I'm not getting pregnant. Maybe this is not for me, you know. I'm not an overly religious person, but I do believe in God. So I did honestly started praying. And then I just said, you know what? This is in God's hands. This is going to happen if it's meant to happen. Things happen in life to you and for you. Things happen for you. Things, you know, stop trying to, you know, force things to happen. Let them happen. So when I started like just taking a chill pill and started relaxing, I literally went out to a party and I smoked weed. I hadn't smoked weed in months and months. Like I didn't even want to drink anymore. I was so desperate to get pregnant. I'm not drinking. I don't want anything toxic. No. So I was like, you know what? Screw it. Had some drinks, smoked some weed. A week later, found out I was pregnant. So, yeah. Did I get pregnant because I relaxed? Maybe. Is it because I prayed and I said, you know what, let's leave this in God's hand? Maybe. But it doesn't hurt to try all those things. Right? Alright, so I had to make some more room for this video too. Don't ask me how many videos I have. Too many. So, anyways, getting back into the diet, one thing I highly recommend that you do when you're trying to lose weight, especially, is to record everything that you're eating. Like, you'd be surprised how many times you cheated on your diet. Like there was times like where I was like, why am I not making any progress? I swear, like I keep putting the weight back on, or I'm just not losing any of the weight. Like you just get frustrated. You're like, why am I not losing weight? Right? And then put this back down here. So yeah, definitely get a journal. Go, okay, today is Monday. For breakfast, I ate this, that, that. Lunch, I ate this and that. Dinner, I ate this and that. What did I drink? You can even write, what did I do for exercise today? Did I do any kind of exercising today? Or even if you didn't do, like, you know, I didn't go for the walk, or I didn't go to the gym, how many steps did you take? Do you have a Fitbit? Can you see how many steps you've done for the day? Like, you know, recording everything that you're doing every single day. Like, I went a little extreme with it, and I wrote what I ate for every meal every single day. Sure, there was probably a day or two that I missed or whatever, but don't get discouraged if you miss a day or two or whatever, or even a week, whatever. Just go back to it. Just go right back to it. Think about it. What did I eat today? Like, you know, that sort of thing. So, record everything. All right, now let's get into something important as well. You're gonna want to buy ovulation tests. What's the point in trying to have sex when you're not ovulating? How do you know if you're ovulating or not? You get these ovulation tests. You go on Amazon, you order a box of, like, you can get like 100 sticks, and I think they're like $20 or something. Like, it's not that bad. Right? I'm poor and it's not that bad, okay? Like, $20 is not a lot for, like, ovulation tests. Like, just get them, right? You want to know if you're ovulating or not. And then, so the way that I found out that I was pregnant is that I wanted to try. So I took the ovulation test, and it was super, super positive. The most positive I've ever seen it ever before. And I'm like, this is crazy. And I'm like, well, what are the chances that I'm already pregnant? And I just felt like the strong urge, like you just get this strong urge that you have to go and check and see if you're pregnant. You're like, I just something feels different. Like, it feels really good. Like, I don't know. So I went out and I got like 3 pregnancy tests because like I just wanted to like, you know, let's make sure, because I think sometimes like when you have hormonal issues, like it can sometimes like say that you're pregnant even when you're not. I don't know if that's a fact or not, but I have read or heard something about that. But just double check, like just get a couple tests, like and do them on different days. Like, okay, today it's saying I'm pregnant, like try it a couple days, like, you know, make sure that the test is correct and stuff. You don't want to get it all like hyped up and excited, like if it's, you know, you don't want that heartbreak, so like just do that. So yeah, you want to make sure you're ovulating. Your doctor might suggest, oh, go on birth control, you'll be fine. I'm trying to get pregnant. The last thing I want is birth control, okay, buddy? Like, I don't need your birth control. It's like such a hard thing. Like when you take birth control, it takes forever for it to get like out of your system. Like it may not like be in effect, like you're not having like if you have like the birth control pills. Like I haven't taken birth control pills since I was like a teenager, so I can't fully remember how it works. But it's like, okay, like you know, like you're not gonna like get your period on this day because this is when you used to get your period on this day with the pills, blah blah blah, like whatever. Like you want to make sure like this stuff gets out of your body. Like personally, I took Depo-Provera when I was in high school, which is so bad for you. But you know what? Like we didn't really have the research on it that we do now, and like people, like the doctors are saying, oh, just put her on birth control. She having fun in high school, yeah, put her on birth control. So put her on Depo-Provera, you know, just give her an injection and it'll last 3 months. She doesn't have to take the pill, she doesn't have to worry about it. She can just have her boyfriend and do whatever she wants to do and no worries, right? But that stuff is so bad for your body, especially with PCOS. You know, don't take birth control. If you're having see, this is what I'm going through now. Like before, with my PCOS, I had irregular periods or no period. I would go for years without a period. But now, after having my son, I'm actually having my periods again because I am taking mine also. But I haven't been regular with it, and then that's what I was talking about before. Is like if you take this minoxidil stuff, it's so good for you, but if you're not doing it every day, it might screw up with you. I don't think it's gonna I think it's more because I had my son that I'm having really long periods now where they last like a month or 2. And I get blood clots. Like, sorry TMI for like any men that are watching this video, like, but you know what? If you're watching PCOS, especially this much, you're already like 20-30 minutes into this video, like you're just gonna have to hear it. But like I get such bad periods now. Now I forget where I'm going with this. Just take your supplement. Oh yeah, birth control. Birth control is so bad for you, so my doctor was going to recommend that I go on birth control to fix this issue of having these lengthy periods. And maybe it does like work, and maybe it is fine. But we do eventually want to have a second child, and so I just don't want to get taking birth control and then have these hormones in my body and then take a really, really long time for them to get back out. Because these are like synthetic hormones. These are not your hormones. These are like, your body is relying on these pills, and it tricks your body into like different cycles, and I don't know. So just like, yeah, if you want to have a baby, don't take birth control. If you want to have a baby and you're having like these really bad periods, I would suggest going on progesterone, because progesterone is what your body is craving when you have PCOS. You need progesterone. Minoxidil fixes that. Like, it gives you more progesterone. So anyways, I hope this video was helpful. If you have any questions, or if you want me to make another video like and kind of like get more into detail on like each topic, because like this video will be way too long if I like get into like all of the foods you could take or eat. I can't talk too. So like, all the foods that you can eat, the supplements you can take, the drinks that you can have, you know, the cleaning supplies, all of that. Like, there's just so much more extra there's so much more I could say about each topic, but I don't want this video to be too long. So hopefully what I have said is going to be helpful enough for you, and hopefully that you can get pregnant. Thanks so much for watching.